Okay. Hi everyone, my name's Ren. I'm one of the technicians here at Liberty Village Animal Hospital. We've been receiving a lot of questions about nail trims. So because of COVID-19, we are actually suspending that as a service right now. So we wanted to provide you with a video of how you can do it at home because it is quite important, especially since we're not walking our dogs as much, and so their nails aren't wearing down on the asphalt. So it's really important that we do trim their nails if needed during this time. This is my dog Veronica. She's going to be our little helper today. She does have nail polish on her nails right now, so that's not actually blood, it's nail polish, just as a warning. So she's pretty good about having her nails trimmed. So usually I can kind of do this by myself, but if you can, it's really great to have someone to hold onto your dog as you're trimming their nails, just in case they don't like it. And I often use treats as a reward. I usually go paw to paw to paw. So first thing, if you don't have nail trimmers, you do want to buy a type like this. There are a guillotine nail trimmer, and those are a little bit more harsh on their nails, and I find typically that you're going to get more of a reaction from dogs if you use those guillotine nail trimmers. Also, you are more likely to hit the quick, which is the scary part of trimming nails. So I would suggest getting something like this. You can go on Amazon and get these, or as well as my vet store, and you purchase those. The other thing is quick stop, and that's in case you do end up nicking the quick, and will help with obviously clot the bleeding. The other thing, if you're in a pinch or you weren't able to purchase this, again, either from my vet store or from Amazon, you can use cornstarch. It works, it does the trick. It's not as great as the quick stop, but if you are in a bind, I do suggest cornstarch. And then if you can just get either a Kleenex or something like that to put the product on, because if you do dip their nail right into here, you're going to ruin the product with the blood. So you want to make sure that you're putting the product onto a gauze or a Kleenex and then onto the nail. I've drawn a picture here. So if this is the nail here, this is the quick. Okay, so thank you, Veronica. So this is the part obviously that we don't want to cut. It's just like our nails if you were to cut your nail too short. So I always say go with the nail. So if I was to use the trimmers on this nail, I would be rotating the nails away from the quick, not like this, okay? And the other thing a lot of people do is when you trim your nails, a lot of people want to trim like this. And why that's inappropriate, it would be like if you were to trim your nail like this, and that's going to hurt. So you actually want to rotate this way, okay? And then you're going to rotate away from the nail. So because I'm a bit nervous and I don't know exactly where the quick is on these black nails, I'm just going to cut a little tiny bit off, and that's it. And you just want to take the hook off. So if you're looking at her nail here, underneath you can see that bit right there, that's where her quick is most likely going to be. So again, I'm just going to clip the tip there, and then again you can come and clip just the top off like that. But the most important thing is you don't want to trim them this way, and you also don't want to trim towards the quick. So you're always going to rotate away, okay? And I usually put my thumb on their pad to kind of push their nail out a little bit, okay? Because you want to make sure you have good control. So if they do move a little bit, that's more likely you're going to hit the quick. So again, just like that, and you can trim a little bit around like this if you're feeling comfortable with it. Okay, so and again, just like this, and I'll kind of do this. You can also use a nail file if you're a bit worried. And then again like this. Okay, and that was her front nail there, and I made sure to get her dew claw. She was a good girl, so she can have a treat. Okay, good girl, because we do want to make it a positive experience for them. If you do have a dog that's a bit nervous about having their nails trimmed, you can kind of sneak attack where they're sleeping and just do one at a time. If they're really long and you're worried about trimming their nails while they're awake, you can do one or two at a time if you can while they're sleeping. Okay. It is really important, especially with puppies, to make sure you're touching their paws all the time, because most of the time it's not their nails that they're worried about you trimming. It's actually you picking up their feet and touching their feet. Dogs don't really like their feet being touched, so they are going to react to that more likely than their nails. As you can see, Veronica doesn't really care so much. She's just wondering where the treats are and why she's been only given one. So there we go there, okay? And again, you see I'm not taking too much off. I'm just taking the tip off, just kind of where that claw is. So if we go to the last paw, you're being a good girl, you can really see that sort of claw there bit on her dew claw. So again, I'm just going to clip that part off, okay? And again, here. So I'm not doing too much. It's always better to go a little bit less than more because you don't want to trim, you don't want to get their quicks. Good girl. Because when you do get their quicks, that's usually why they start to have reactions and they don't like their nails being clipped because it hurts, obviously. Like if you break your nail, it hurts. So less is more. You just want to get that hook off if they're really, really bad because that's when they start to tear. And you'll notice that especially in the cooler weather when it's really dry, their nails start to crack. So that's why we need to trim their nails to make sure that doesn't happen. And those little tiny dogs, a lot of the times their nails can actually hook and grow into their pads. So it is important that we're trimming their nails. Every dog is different, but I usually say every 6 weeks or so. So that's that. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a question in the comments or DM us and we'll be happy to answer anything. Good luck. And